Today, we want to look at three major phenomena, recurring phenomena, that appear in the book of Revelation. While we are in the midst of our Revelation series, the short commentaries, we want to look at the seals, the trumpets, and the bowls that are referred to in the book of Revelation. I want to observe that at Revelation chapter 6, it is the Lamb who has the scroll in his hand, and he breaks one seal at a time. Now remember, this was a scroll with many things written within and without. And the Lamb was given the scroll from the one on the throne. So the scroll has events recorded with God's foreknowledge of what will happen on earth. Now, that God has foreknowledge does not mean He wanted them to happen. He only knows how human behavior and societal megatrends, where they will lead. So my submission is this, that as the Lamb, that is our Lord Jesus Christ, breaks open a seal, John the Apostle is given understanding and shown vistas and events that John has to record in a way that the church will be forewarned and therefore forearmed and prepared for days that are coming and for the events that are transpiring, and the church will be ready for those events, not to succumb to them, not to agree with them, but to hold on to the Lord Jesus Christ and hold on to the purpose of the kingdom of God. That cannot be defeated by whatever wicked men do. So when the first seal is broken open and the angel, the living creature announces, and we find the white horse was revealed. We have already done this, but the point I am making today is that the seal, opening of a seal by the Lamb, only helps John to see. It's a revelation to John, unveiling to John, apocalypse to John the Apostle, to write it down so that the church in the future will have this record available for the church to be ready and understand what happens when this scroll unfolds. Now, God wrote a scroll of what will happen to the world as man takes over, increasingly governing as he pleases. So you must understand that. So what was revealed by opening up what is inside the scroll will be information for our warning us, preparing us for such a time as that. When the white horse begins to operate, when the black horse, the red horse begins to operate, and when the black horse begins to operate, and when the pale horse begins to operate, how the Christian should be forewarned. And we have already concluded the study on the pale horse. The pale horse unleashes death, Hades, sword, and pestilence all together, and wild beasts. We have explained that wild beasts may be very evil rulers. When the scroll is opened up one seal at a time, it is John seeing what to record, and he has recorded that for us in the book of Revelation. Then we get to trumpets. With the sixth seal being opened, the world scenario is getting ready for what the trumpets are announcing. So we see when the sixth seal is over and the seventh seal is about to happen. Revelation chapter 7 says, Revelation chapter 6 verse 17 says, "But the great day of their wrath has come, and who is able to stand?" And at the end of the sixth seal, at the end of the sixth seal being opened, those phenomena are such and are of global impact. One would think the church should not be there when these phenomena begin to unfold. What are those phenomena? Revelation chapter 6:13 says, the stars of the sky fell to the earth. Fig tree casts as fig tree casts its unripe fruits. The sky itself was split apart like a scroll when it rolled up. Every mountain and island were moved up out of their places. So as if this was a global earthquake with geophysical phenomena. But people continue to be wicked and they are not turning to the Lord. Then John gets ready to know as the prophecy unfolds. And there we come to Revelation chapter 7, verse 17. For the Lamb is in the center of the throne, will be their shepherd and will guide them to springs of the water of life. God will wipe every tear from their eyes. In chapter 8, a lamb broke open the seventh seal, which introduces the trumpets. So, this Revelation chapter 7 is, we have a company in heaven, saints in heaven who has come through much tribulation, and they are glorified saints. But there's a company on earth, 144,000, chosen out of the 12 tribes of Israel. So in Revelation chapter 7, one company is on earth, the other company is in heaven. Company in heaven are glorified saints. Then at that point begins a timed phenomenon that the trumpets are announcing. So here is my take. Seals are unfolding a long story that's perhaps happening through the centuries. But when the time is at the end, all those four forces, and the fifth seal of persecution of Christians, and the sixth seal of geophysical phenomena involving sun, stars, and earth itself, will signal the end. Is that clear? So the six seals reveal phenomena that run concurrently through all the ages. Heightening, coming down, getting worse, getting better. Those cycles are history. But with the last seal, the sixth seal, something that has not happened before is being described. We would know that is the time when 6:14 happens. Revelation 6:14, sky was split apart like a scroll, wind is rolled up, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. We know that has not happened. Then the seventh seal opens up a time period where trumpets announce what's happening on earth. That doesn't mean trumpets are necessarily doing what's happening on earth, but trumpets announce what's happening on earth. So once the trumpets open up, they seem to be more a rapid acceleration of phenomena. Each trumpet revealing to John what's going to happen. So the first trumpet reveals in Revelation chapter 8 verse 7, first sounded, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood, and they were thrown to the earth. And a third earth was burnt up, and a third of the trees were burnt up, and all the green was burnt up. So another principle is what can be understood naturally, we understand naturally. What cannot be understood naturally, we think there's some supernatural happening. It's not feasible in the natural process that we understand now. So first trumpet is sounded and it shows certain phenomena coming to pass. Second trumpet, third trumpet, fourth trumpet, and at the fifth trumpet, angel sounded, and chapter 9 of Revelation I saw a star from heaven which had fallen to the earth, and the key of the bottomless pit was given to him. So this proves to us that though the angel is sounding the trumpet, it is not a God activity that this happens. This happens. What happens is a star from heaven which had fallen to the earth, and the key of the bottomless pit was given to him. So this is the evil star. And he opened the bottomless pit, and smoke went up out of the pit like the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the smoke of the pit. And the locusts come out. We have already done this, but we are going through this for us to understand the relationship between and the chronological progression between seals, trumpets and vials. The locust phenomenon is not normal locusts because they are not eating grass and trees. They have the action of a scorpion harming men. What men? And in those days men will seek death. And verse 4, chapter 9, verse 4 says, these scorpions were told not to hurt the grass of the earth, nor any green thing, nor any tree, but only the men who do not have the seal of God on their forehead. So we understand that there will be now already news reports are reporting locusts, but those locusts are attacking largely vegetation. When a day comes, there are locusts that are attacking mainly men, and the action of the scorpion or locust is like scorpion, then we know this kind of locust is now active that are being predicted by Revelation chapter 9 and 5th trumpet. And those locusts are led, we are told in chapter 9 verse 11, king over them, the angel of the abyss. His name is Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek he has the name Apollyon. So we know that this is an unusual, unnatural phenomenon. With that comes the phenomenon of the 6th chapter, which is Revelation chapter 9 verse 13. The Euphrates being dried up, and kings of the east fielding an army of 200 million, and kings of the east can only be China, making the highway, and the highway is already present north of Tibet. And across that highway, a massive army of 200 million coming as kings of the East into the Middle East. There's one more peculiar phenomenon in Revelation chapter 9 verse 7, referring to the locusts. It is said the appearance of the locusts in Revelation chapter 9 verse 7 of the locusts was like horses prepared for battle, that is, they are all in battle array, and on their heads appeared to be crowns like gold. And the Latin for crown is corona. So this is a little strange thing, but remember these are locusts and corona is a virus at present, but crowns like appearing on the head of the locust. Now coronavirus is called the coronavirus because it has spikes that look like the crown of a king. So with this locust, abnormal locust phenomenon, the armies of the kings of the East, 200 million, will be moving in Middle East. So the trumpet is showing John what is going to happen. Then we come to the bowl's judgment in verse 16, which are quite different. Because Revelation chapter 16 and verse 1 says, "Then I heard a loud voice from the temple saying to the 7 angels, go and pour out on the earth the 7 bowls of the wrath of God." So bowls are directly the wrath of God being poured on the seat of the kingdom of the beast of Antichrist. So bowl judgments are completely, directly judgments, God's wrath and God's judgment being poured upon the beast kingdom. So that is what I wanted to clarify today, and it is good for us to watch and pray because momentum times are upon us. So we watch the chronology of the book of Revelation happening in our time. God bless you.